Street dudes cannot protect the community because they're not masculine men. The biggest misconception is that street dudes are masculine men. They're not masculine men because they lack emotional intelligence. Most of the time they're in prison because of their lack of emotional intelligence. All right, let's walk down this path. I'll walk you down this path. If you go to any projects, any AKA hood in the world, first thing they'll do is look you up and down like a female. Look you up and down. You see, when masculine men see each other, they nod. Matter of fact, you can't go nowhere without fighting somebody for looking at your girl. Do you know why? Because the women you deal with is so disgusting. They're so somatic, narcissistic that you know you can't trust them. And because you can't trust them, you have to keep tabs on them everywhere you go. They'll crash out for you looking at their girl. Matter of fact, they'll crash out if you make them spill their drink. You understand? They lack real affection. It's not familiar to them. You ever try telling the street dude, yo, bruh, I love you, bruh. Okay? Signs of hugging a street dude wouldn't even, you know what I mean? A lot of times they're not going to hug you. They're not going to tell you, I love you. I genuinely love you, bruh. You understand? Most of the
street dudes are the opposite of a real man. And that's basically what he's getting to. Street dudes aren't really men. A lot of people that are street dudes who are in jail is because they lost their emotions at one point in time. Street dudes are the opposite, right? They try to make it seem like they're tough, they're strong, they hood, they gangster, they do whatever they want, they locked in. They're the furthest from being a man. They're the worst example of men that we ever see. And what's happening is a lot of people are starting to see that. But the youth is still not seeing it fast enough. They still are glorifying these men, but these men aren't men. They're females. They're really just females. They want to look you up and down, like he said. That's a female trait. They want to size you up. They more concerned about what you have. But if you got more than them, do they congratulate you? They get jealous. That's a female trait. They don't say, bro, you got the whip, you got the car, you got the good family. Shout out to you. They said, nah, I want to take that. I want to rob that. Act like females. They have too many feminine traits. But what they are good at is trying to market themselves as tough, but they not tough. The real street dudes don't run off the mouth and talk about they a street dude. They quiet. They the ones that you need to be worried about because they ain't in the corner just analyzing, but they not speaking and being emotionally charged. The reason why